As most of you know, over the last 5 years, we have made developing the black belt into a priority for this administration. If you look at what we're doing economically over there today, we really are making tremendous progress. We had over 1,400 jobs over the last couple of years that's gone in. With ThyssenKrupp coming into the southern part of the black belt, it's going to offer opportunities that otherwise we would have never had. But there's one other thing that we think that we can do. We think that we can sell the black belt, and we can sell it by beginning to advertise it as a tourist destination. Our Department of Tourism, who has done a magnificent job in the state of Alabama, has developed a book called the Alabama Black Belt Nature and Heritage Trail. It is probably as well done as anything that I think we've produced since I've been governor. But it details all of the tourist destinations within the black belt. What we're going to do is take 100,000 of these, distribute them across the state, not only at welcome centers, but also give them to the people of Alabama so they can begin to understand all of the advantages that the black belt holds, places that I did not know existed, that I still want to see. We want to take the black belt and turn it into a tourist destination. Historically, there are very few places in the United States that has as much history as the black belt. But when you look at what it can do to the economy, it truly is amazing. If we can end up with a process that allows us to have more people visit the black belt, all of a sudden those tourism dollars that are going to other parts of the state now end up in an area that can make a critical difference in the quality of life of the people there. So I want to compliment our Department of Tourism, Lee Sentell, on the development of this book. All of you that are out there that helped put this together, thank you for doing it. I want to ask Lee to come up and say a few words.
Thank you, Governor. We started working on this project about 3 years ago with conservation and natural resources, and what we quickly learned is that there are some, as the governor says, some really remarkable and unique destinations. Once people spend time in the black belt, they find out that it's true that the heritage is as rich as the land. There are a lot of destination names that people have heard of, but they may not know how to get there. They've heard of Selma and Tuskegee and Gee's Bend, but they don't know how to get there. They don't necessarily know what they're going to see when they arrive. So we think this brochure that details more than 55 natural and cultural locations is going to encourage people to travel and spend money, because the whole point is to have some cash registers there for people to leave their money in and really explore this remarkable place. And I want to thank the people of Fermata who helped us, and Tommy Cawthon, who's here. Tommy, wave. Thank you, Tommy.
Go, Tommy.
Tommy's the guy who put this together and who came up with great photos, some of which Fermata did, some of which conservation did, some of which our photographers did. So we're just kind of proud of it, and certainly appreciate Bobby Singleton's encouragement in this, both in the House and in the Senate. So that tells you how long that we've been working on this project. But I think the Senator would like to make some comments. Is that
Senator, come up.
Thank you. I would like to thank the Governor for his commitment to the Black Belt. From the Black Belt Commission about 3 years ago to today, we're beginning to see a lot of projects happen in the Black Belt. And Governor, I publicly want to say thank you for your commitment to that. I'd like to say thank you to Mr. Sentell for his commitment to tourism. And as the chairman of the Tourism Committee in the Senate, we're continuing to try to work on these kind of projects that are going to help us throughout the Black Belt. As someone who was born and raised in the area and the challenges that we have had in the Black Belt, this is truly something that we can look forward to. Tourism has been something that we've talked about all the time, and today it becomes a reality. And we are looking at being able to benefit from that economically, as well as allowing people to understand the quality of life of the people who truly live in the Black Belt. And today, with the Governor's commitment, I stand before you to say that his commitment has not only been for tourism, but for economic development. We have a prospect that are looking at the Black Belt right now that are talking about investing about $400 million. Will probably be one of the largest investments to expand industry in that area. And Governor, again, I would like to say thank you for the commitment. And it's a challenge, but we're going to make it happen. Thank you very much.
Thanks, I appreciate it. I'd like to ask our ADECA director to come up. No one has worked any harder on our Black Belt Commission than Bill Johnson has. He has helped supply money for a lot of these publications. He has really helped coordinate this whole process. But it is working, ladies and gentlemen. If you look at where we are today and the foundation that we built in the Black Belt over the last 3 or 4 years, now we've got a foundation to build off of. I think it is going to be incredible what you see accomplished just in the next few years. Bill?
Thank you, Governor. It is very gratifying to see such an outstanding booklet put together outlining all the different attractions and cultural heritage items that exist in the Black Belt. I think this is something that, a lot of people around the state are not familiar with, but the people that live there really know that the quality of life they have, these kinds of attractions are very valuable and interesting to lots of folks, and to be able to highlight them and show the people outside the state some of these attractions and get them there to hopefully spend some money and visit these attractions, I think would be very beneficial for the area. I know it was one of the priorities for one of the Black Belt committees, the Tourism Committee, to have kind of a trail like this identified, and so it's very gratifying to see the great work that y'all have done, and it was certainly our pleasure to support it in a small way. Thank you.
Thanks, Bill. I'm going to ask Lee to come back up and tell you again how he plans to, I think you have 100,000 of these, how that you're going to see them distributed across the state. I hope all of you will take one home and look at it, look at the quality. This is probably as good a publication as I think we've ever done, but it also opens up just a world of places to explore for us as Alabamians. Look in here and look at the section on Tuskegee when it talks about the Tuskegee Airmen. What is there? What we can do? Gee's Bend. I mean, there are so many things that are in the Black Belt that I promise you, you take it home, you'll want to spend one weekend going and seeing one of these points. Quick.